صالحة، ويرسخ شراكة استراتيجية بين قيادة صناعية ماشينية عريقة واقتصاد سعودي ينمو بثبات.
Our world is irrevocably digital. We store our memories in the cloud. We manage our finances through apps. We run our critical infrastructure on interconnected networks. This digital transformation has brought immense benefits, but it has also created a landscape ripe with vulnerabilities. The same systems that empower us can be turned against us by malicious actors, individual criminals, sophisticated state-sponsored groups. Security is not a product you can buy. It is a process. We need a plan, a structured approach to managing risk, a cybersecurity framework. At its heart, a cybersecurity framework is simply a structured way of thinking about risk. It is a collection of standards, guidelines, best practices. Think of it as a recipe book for security that explains steps, techniques, and why each step matters. A framework provides a common language and a systematic process for managing security, bringing order to the chaos of cybersecurity. It is flexible, not one-size-fits-all, suitable for small businesses, enterprises, and agencies. Security is socio-technical: people, processes, and technology. A framework orchestrates all three. It is a roadmap from reactive spending to measurable maturity, helping identify gaps, track improvements, and justify investments. Most modern frameworks are built on a logical 5-part life cycle. It moves from proactive preparation to reactive recovery. The first function is identify. You cannot protect what you do not know you have. Understand your data assets and their value. Define roles and responsibilities. Map your digital territory to know what needs defending. The second pillar is protect. Manage access to data and systems. Train people to recognize threats. Implement encryption and data safeguards. Maintain secure configurations and updates. The goal is to limit or contain the impact of events. No wall is impenetrable. The third function is detect. Prevention will eventually fail. Detect quickly. Monitor networks and systems for unusual behavior. Watch your data for suspicious access or changes. Analyze logs and patterns continuously. The faster the detection, the less the damage. When detection occurs, respond with a pre-planned playbook. Analyze, contain, and eradicate the threat. Communicate clearly with all parties. Recover services, and conduct a post-mortem to feed continuous improvement. The 5 functions become actionable through established frameworks. Common options include NIST CSF, ISO IEC 27001, and CIS controls. The NIST cybersecurity framework is clear and flexible, organizing activities around identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. It offers outcomes to compare your current state to a desired future state. ISO IEC 27001 specifies an information security management system with formal certification. It emphasizes documented processes, management review, and continuous improvement. The CIS controls provide prioritized, practical actions, from asset inventory and vulnerability management to advanced defenses. Zero Trust is a strategic approach. Authenticate and authorize every user, device, and app every time. Microsegmentation and strict access controls reduce lateral movement and contain damage. Pick the scaffold that best fits your context and maturity. Cybersecurity steps for individuals. Think identify, protect, detect, respond, recover. Start by identifying your accounts, devices, and most sensitive data. Use strong, unique passwords and a password manager. Enable multi-factor authentication wherever possible. This is a code from your phone. These 2 steps stop most common attacks. Pay attention to sign-in alerts and unusual activity. Be suspicious of urgent messages and strange links. Keep reliable backups, your lifeline against ransomware. Know how to report compromised accounts or payment cards. Preparation turns catastrophe into a manageable inconvenience. Adopting a framework can seem daunting, but you can start simple. Identify hardware, software, data. Create a basic asset inventory. Include laptops, servers, mobile devices, and cloud services. Classify data, customer lists, financials, proprietary IP. Begin with CIS controls for practical basics. Enforce least privilege and patch promptly. Train employees, your first line of defense. Implement logging and monitoring across servers, firewalls, and key apps. Use endpoint detection to shrink time to discover. Keep a simple respond-recover plan. Roles, contacts, communication. Backup critical data and test restores regularly. A working backup can save the business. At scale, the stakes are immense. Attack surfaces are vast. Data is highly sensitive. Breaches can impact national security, economies, and public safety. Formal frameworks like NIST CSF and ISO 27001 provide structured, auditable processes. Automate asset management. Centralize identity with least privilege. Move towards zero trust to prevent lateral movement. Dedicated SOCs monitor, correlate via SIEM, and coordinate incident response. Recovery spans technical restoration, communications, and legal obligations. Information sharing through communities like ISACs builds collective defense. We can buy advanced tools, but security comes down to people. Simple mistakes can bypass expensive technology. Build a security-aware, blameless culture with continuous real-world training. Make the secure way the easy way with good design and helpful tools. Treat incidents as learning opportunities to fix systemic issues and grow resilience. We live in an interconnected world with systemic risks. The principles are simple and universal. Identify, protect, detect, respond, recover. Start with one step today. Individuals. Turn on MFA. Businesses. Inventory software. Large teams. Review your IR checklist. Each small action, guided by a framework, strengthens the whole. Together, we can build a digital society that is innovative, efficient, safe, and trustworthy.
A small company called Greenbox had a good name. People trusted Greenbox. The company sold eco-friendly products online. Their customers felt good buying from them. They were more than customers. They were a community. One day, that trust shattered into a million tiny pieces. The company suffered a huge data breach. Cybercriminals, the bad actors of the digital world, broke in. They did not just steal data. They stole names. They stole addresses. They stole credit card numbers. They stole the foundation of the business itself. The news spread like wildfire on social media. Customers were not just upset. They felt betrayed. Sales plummeted. Trust was gone. Greenbox was in a free fall. The team felt helpless. They had built something special, and now it was crumbling. They realized that fixing the immediate technical problem was not enough. A simple patch or a quick software update would be like putting a small bandage on a massive wound. They needed a real plan. They needed a strong, reliable cybersecurity framework. This plan would be their guide. It would help them prevent future attacks. It would help them find intrusions much faster. And it would give them a script for how to respond with confidence. Most importantly, this comprehensive plan was their only real path to winning back the trust they had lost. The story of Greenbox is not unique. It happens every single day to businesses big and small. A company spends years, sometimes decades, building a reputation. They work hard to earn the loyalty of their customers, and then, in a matter of hours, a security failure can wipe it all away. Suddenly, you are not the company that sells great products. You are the company that lost everyone's data. This is why cybersecurity is not just an IT problem. It is a business problem. It is a trust problem. Acting before a crisis is the only way to protect the heart of your organization. It is about being prepared. not just scared. So, what does it mean to be prepared? It means moving from a reactive state to a proactive one. It means you stop waiting for bad things to happen and start building defenses to keep them out. What exactly is a cybersecurity framework? Let's break it down. Think of it like building a house. You would not just start nailing boards together and hope for the best. You would start with a blueprint. That blueprint tells you where the walls go, where the electrical wiring runs, and where to put the plumbing. It provides a complete plan to make the house strong, safe, and functional. A cybersecurity framework is the blueprint for your company's digital safety. It is a set of rules, guidelines, and best practices. It tells you exactly what to do to protect your information, your systems, and your customers. It is a structured approach to managing risk. A framework is not a single piece of software you can buy and install. That would be too easy. Instead, it is a comprehensive strategy that involves a mix of different elements. It includes technology, like firewalls and antivirus tools. It includes policies, which are the rules your team must follow. And most importantly, it includes people. A good framework ensures that everyone in the company, from the CEO to the newest intern, understands their role in keeping the organization secure. The best frameworks are designed to be clear and easy to follow. They can be adapted to fit a small business with 5 employees or a large corporation with thousands. A strong framework is typically built around 5 core functions. These functions work together like a team of superheroes, each with a special power. They are prevention, detection, response, recovery, and governance. Prevention is the first and most important line of defense. Its goal is simple: stop cyber attacks before they can cause any damage. This is where you build your digital walls high and strong. It often involves simple, common-sense actions that have a massive impact on your overall security. The first step is enforcing strong, unique passwords for every account. Reusing the same password across multiple services is like giving a thief one key that unlocks your house, your car, your office. It is a risk you just cannot afford to take. Password managers can help make this process much easier for everyone on your team. Next, you must turn on multi-factor authentication, or MFA, wherever possible. MFA is a game changer. It adds a second layer of security to the login process. Even if a criminal steals your password, they still will not be able to get in without that second piece of information, which is usually a code sent to your phone. It is like having a bouncer at the door who checks for a password and then asks for a secret handshake. Another critical part of prevention is keeping all your software and systems up to date. Those annoying update notifications are not just there to interrupt your work. They often contain vital security patches that fix vulnerabilities discovered by developers. Limiting access is another powerful prevention tactic. This is known as the principle of least privilege. It means that each person in your company should only have access to the information and systems they absolutely need to do their job. An employee in the marketing department probably does not need access to sensitive financial records. By restricting access, you limit the potential damage if one person's account is ever compromised. Finally, basic tools like firewalls and antivirus software are non-negotiable. Firewall antivirus software. A firewall acts as a filter for your network, blocking malicious traffic, while antivirus software scans for and removes harmful programs. These are your digital gatekeepers. Simple, ongoing training is also a cornerstone of prevention. You need to teach your staff how to spot common scams, especially phishing emails. Phishing attacks are designed to trick people into giving away sensitive information or clicking on malicious links. Regular bite-sized training sessions can teach employees to be skeptical. Teach them to hover over links to see the real destination. Never open attachments from unknown senders. Even with the best prevention measures in place, you have to assume that some threats will eventually get through. No defense is perfect. That is why detection is so critical. Detection is about finding signs of an attack as early as possible. The longer an attacker remains undetected, the more damage they can do. They can steal more data. They can install more malware. They can burrow deeper into your systems. The goal is to shorten dwell time from months or weeks down to just hours or even minutes. Fast detection minimizes the harm. Monitor your systems constantly. Watch your network traffic. Watch your servers. Watch employee devices. Use security tools that automatically alert you to suspicious activity. Example, log in from an unusual location. Example, a large outbound data transfer. These automated systems are your digital alarm bells. They work 24/7, even when your team sleeps. Once you have detected an attack, the clock starts ticking. What you do next and how quickly you do it can make all the difference. This is where the response function of your framework comes into play. A good response is not about panic. It is about a clear, predefined plan executed with calm and precision. Incident Response Plan, a step-by-step guide for your team. It removes guesswork and chaos, letting your team act decisively and effectively. Define roles and responsibilities. Who is in charge of the response effort? Who handles technical tasks, like isolating systems? Who handles communication with employees, customers, and legal advisors? When everyone knows their role, there is no confusion or delay. Include specific technical steps to contain the threat. Disable a compromised user account. The goal? Stop the bleeding fast. Protecting data and evidence is crucial. Preserve evidence of the intrusion. Evidence helps you understand how attackers got in, and it is necessary for legal or regulatory follow-up. Do not just wipe an infected machine clean. Follow forensic procedures. Make a copy for later analysis. Your response plan should spell out these procedures. Practice is one of the most effective ways to ensure a smooth response. You would not send firefighters to a real blaze without drills. The same applies to your incident response team. Hold regular drills. Run tabletop exercises that simulate a cyber attack. These drills help you walk through the plan. They reveal gaps or weaknesses. They build muscle memory to act with speed and confidence. A well-practiced team is a calm team. A calm team makes better decisions under pressure. After an attack has been contained, the hard work of recovery begins. Recovery is getting your business back on its feet and rebuilding the trust you may have lost. A swift recovery process can turn a negative event into an opportunity. An honest recovery process can turn a negative event into an opportunity. A thorough recovery process can turn a negative event into an opportunity. It is your chance to rise from the ashes stronger than before. First technical step, restore your systems. And restore your data from clean backups. That is why reliable, regularly tested backups are critical. Restore operations to a known good state from before the attack. Once systems are back online, thoroughly scan them. Ensure there are no hidden backdoors. Ensure there are no lingering threats left behind. Patch the specific vulnerability attackers exploited. Closing that door prevents the same trick tomorrow. Communication during recovery is paramount. Tell your customers what happened. Be honest. Be clear, be transparent. Do not downplay or hide important details. Explain what data was affected. Explain what you have done to fix the problem. Explain what steps you are taking to prevent it again. Use simple, plain language. Avoid technical jargon that confuses people. An honest, direct message shows respect and rebuilds trust. Offer support to affected individuals when needed. If credit card numbers were stolen, if social security numbers were stolen, offer free credit monitoring services. Show you are taking responsibility and helping protect customers. A fast recovery demonstrates you care. A transparent recovery demonstrates you care. A supportive recovery demonstrates you care. It tells customers security is your top priority. The foundation for rebuilt trust. A cybersecurity framework cannot run on its own. It needs leadership oversight, commitment to continuous improvement. This is the role of governance. Governance is the function that holds all the other parts. Prevention, detection, response, recovery together. It means someone must be officially in charge of security. That person or team sets the rules, ensures they are followed, and regularly reviews the security program. Without strong governance, plans and tools will eventually fail. Governance establishes clear security policies and procedures. These are the written rules that guide your team's actions. For example, password requirements, policy secure onboarding procedure. Governance means regular risk assessments, identifying weaknesses, and creating plans to address them. Look at your business through a security lens. Make strategic investment decisions to reduce most risk. Commit to learning from every incident, big or small. After any event, conduct a post-incident review. This is not about blame. It is about understanding what and why. Ask root causes. Ask what went well. Ask what did not go well. Ask how do we prevent this again? The answers are pure gold. Use insights to make tangible improvements. Update policy, provide training, implement a new security tool. This learning cycle makes your program stronger over time. Threats constantly evolve. Your defenses must evolve too. Let's return to the story of Greenbox. After their devastating data breach, the company did not just give up. They decided to fight back, not against the attackers, but for their customers' trust. They embraced the principles of a cybersecurity framework and started making real changes. They began with simple, powerful steps. They implemented multi-factor authentication across all their systems. They hired an expert to help them update and patch every piece of software. They created a clear and simple plan for their team to follow. This was their new blueprint for safety. They were open and honest with their customers throughout the entire process. They sent out regular updates, not in confusing corporate speak, but in plain, simple language. They said, "We made a mistake. Here is what we are doing to fix it." This radical honesty was refreshing. They explained the new security measures they were putting in place. They detailed their new training programs for staff. They even created a small public dashboard on their website showing the status of their security improvements. They were not hiding their journey. They were sharing it. This transparency began to slowly mend the broken trust. A few months later, their new framework was put to the test. A new phishing campaign targeted their employees. But this time, things were different. Because of their new training, an employee immediately recognized the suspicious email and reported it to the IT team. The security team, following their new detection and response plan, quickly analyzed the threat. They confirmed it was a malicious attack and were able to block the sender and delete the email from all other inboxes before anyone else could click on it. The entire incident was contained in under an hour. No data was lost. Nothing was compromised. Instead of staying silent, Greenbox chose to be transparent once again. They sent a brief, calm message to their customers. They explained that a minor attack was attempted, it was detected immediately, and it was stopped successfully because of the new security systems they had built. They showed that their plan worked. Customers saw this not as another failure, but as a success. They saw a company that had learned from its past and was now capable of protecting them. Trust, which had been shattered, began to return. Sales started to climb again. Greenbox had not just recovered, they had become stronger and more resilient than ever before. The world of cyber threats will never stop changing. New tactics, new dangers will emerge every year. You cannot build a fortress that is 100% impenetrable, but you do not have to. You can be prepared. A strong, simple cybersecurity framework helps you do just that. It gives you a plan to prevent what you can, detect what you cannot, respond quickly, recover completely. More than anything, it provides a structured way to protect your business. Protect the trust you have worked so hard to build with your customers. You can start this journey today. You do not need a massive budget or a team of experts to begin. Start with small, manageable steps that deliver the biggest security wins. Make a list and start checking things off this week. First, turn on multi-factor authentication for every important account starting with email financial services. Second, run updates on all your computer servers' mobile devices. Third, make sure you have reliable backups of your most important data. Test them to make sure they actually work. Store a copy of these backups offline, where an attacker cannot reach them. These 3 actions alone will dramatically reduce your risk. Next, focus on your people. They are your first and last line of defense. Hold a short meeting and teach them 3 core security rules. Always be suspicious of links and attachments in emails. Always use a strong and unique password for every account. Always report anything that looks odd or suspicious immediately. Create a culture where it is safe to report a mistake. Finally, officially choose one person in your organization to be the owner of security. This person does not have to be a technical genius, but they need to be responsible for making sure these simple steps are followed consistently. Trust is the most valuable asset your business has. It is hard to earn and incredibly easy to lose. Protecting your customers' data is one of the most direct ways to protect that trust. By adopting a cybersecurity framework, you are sending a clear message. You care, you are prepared, you are worthy of their confidence. The threats of tomorrow are real, but with a plan, you can face them without fear. Do not wait for a crisis to force your hand. Your network, your reputation are in a battle with tomorrow's threats. With a framework, you can ensure that you are the one who wins. Start when the siren sounds. A primal fear grips us. The wail slices through the ordinary hum of daily life. A stark reminder that the world can change in an instant. It is a sound designed to wake us up, to pull our attention from whatever we are doing, and force us to confront the possibility of imminent danger. For many, that jolt of adrenaline freezes them, trapping them in a cycle of confusion and inaction. But that sound does not have to be an endpoint, a mere signal of chaos to come. It can and should be the beginning of something else entirely. It can be the trigger that shifts us from paralyzing fear into purposeful action. This is the Siren to Plan promise. This essay is a guide to making that promise a reality. An early warning system is an invisible shield, a network of eyes and ears that constantly watches for danger. Its fundamental purpose is to detect a threat before it arrives and communicate that threat to people who can act. Buoys in the ocean, detecting pressure changes. Weather satellites tracking a hurricane, human spotter on a hilltop watching for smoke. These sensors are the first link, gathering raw data that is transmitted to a central analysis hub. Experts work around the clock to interpret the information, determine if a threat is real, how severe it is, and who will be affected. Rising river, seasonal fluctuation or precursor to catastrophic flood. Tremor, minor hiccup, or the start of a major earthquake. The pressure on analysts is immense. A false alarm erodes trust, or a missed warning costs lives. When they decide to warn, the system shifts to dissemination. The message must be clear, concise, actionable. Specify the danger, the location, and the protective action to take. Deliver through multiple channels. The goal is redundancy. A good warning is simple, loud, impossible to ignore. When a disaster strikes, the clock starts ticking. The hours immediately following are the most critical, and response systems swing into action. These systems are the organized effort to save lives, stabilize the situation, and meet basic needs. At the forefront are the first responders, firefighters, police, emergency medical technicians. Effectiveness depends on a coordinated plan and a clear command structure, often the incident command system. Leaders share information and make strategic decisions. Fire, police, public works, health services. Maps, live data, and constant communication direct resources where they are needed most. From medical calls to search and rescue in a collapsed building. Response also means care for the displaced. Shelters in schools, community centers, and churches. Food, clean water, basic medical care, and a safe place to sleep. Logistics is the unsung hero, moving people, supplies, equipment through blocked roads and broken systems. Convoys, airdrops, and boats coordinated to keep the response running. Without a solid plan, even the best intentions grind to a halt. Once immediate danger passes and the scene is stabilized, the long process of recovery begins. Recovery is not just rebuilding structures, it is rebuilding lives, livelihoods, and the fabric of community. This phase can last months, years, even decades, and demands a different kind of planning and endurance. Damage assessment maps the scope, crucial for prioritizing needs and directing resources. Government aid, insurance payouts, and charitable donations become essential lifelines. Good plans deliver aid quickly and equitably, with transparent processes for grants and loans, to repair homes and businesses. The goal is not just to rebuild, but to build back better with stronger codes and resilient infrastructure. the deepest scars are often invisible. Trauma and loss demand mental health support, crisis counseling, long-term therapy, safe spaces to share. Support helps process grief and find hope. The most successful recovery is community-driven, local leaders and residents shaping projects to reflect culture and values. With a voice in their recovery, people are invested. Ownership and collective resilience carry communities forward. Technology has become an indispensable ally, revolutionizing every phase of disaster management. In early warning, a global nervous system, ocean buoys detect tsunamis, seismometers feel faint tremors, satellites watch hurricanes, data feeds supercomputers, models predict storm paths and flood inundation with growing accuracy. Authorities deliver specific, timely warnings, buying hours or days to prepare or evacuate. During disasters, GIS becomes a digital command center, layering real-time road closures, outages, and damage. Drones stream live video, locating stranded people and assessing structural integrity. Mobile apps connect responders, while the public reports incidents and marks themselves safe. Communication tech pushes life-saving info and corrects misinformation in real time. Digital platforms streamline financial aid, speeding support to families. VR and 3D modeling test resilient designs against earthquakes and storm surges. Big data reveals patterns, informing smarter policies and resource allocation. Technology is no cure-all, but it is a powerful force multiplier. While technology and agencies are crucial, resilience is rooted in local connections. Community planning starts with simple conversations, knowing your block and who needs checking on. An elderly person, a family with a newborn, someone with mobility issues. Make a plan to support them. Form community emergency response teams. Train in light search and rescue, fire suppression, and disaster first aid. Map local assets, gear, skills, and shelters, so resources mobilize fast. Regular drills turn paper plans into muscle memory and reveal weak links. Fix the blocked routes, repair the communication tree. Practice builds trust and competence. Shift from, I need to protect myself, to, we need to protect each other. Built through everyday community life. Social cohesion is invisible infrastructure. A strong, connected community is a powerful preparedness tool, one everyone can help build. Start today. Effective policies and strong governance form the framework of resilience. Community action and technology need direction, funding, and legal authority. Good policy invests proactively in early warning, flood protection, and retrofitting. Prevention costs less than catastrophe. Strong building codes dictate how critical structures withstand wind, earthquakes, and wildfire. Local hazards drive requirements, elevation on coasts, fire-resistant materials in fire zones. Policy mandates interoperability, shared frequencies, standardized ICS, and joint exercises. When crisis hits, response must be a well-oiled machine. Protect the vulnerable, rapid assistance, prevent price gouging, prioritize marginalized communities. Disasters hit hardest where resources are few. Policy must counteract that imbalance. Policy is the moral compass, making response and recovery effective, fair, and humane. Examining past disasters shows what works in preparedness. Japan, perched on active fault lines, offers a masterclass in tsunami readiness, a sophisticated early warning system with offshore sensors and rapid public alerts. Technology plus culture, regular drills turn knowledge into automatic response. Bangladesh, highly vulnerable to cyclones, built success on community-based solutions. Thousands of simple, durable shelters. A volunteer warning network spreads alerts where phones and power fail. The result? Dramatically reduced cyclone deaths, resilience without expensive tech. Haiti's tragedy underscored the cost of weak codes, catastrophic collapses from unsafe construction. In Christchurch, stronger codes meant fewer total collapses. Policy on paper, enforced codes, translates into lives saved. Hyper-local planning like Map Your Neighborhood speeds checks, mitigates hazards. Simple systems often work best. Resilience isn't just for experts. Each of us can practice it. Create a home plan. 2 exits per room and a family meeting spot. Stock water, 1 gallon per person per day. Non-perishable food for 3 days. Flashlight and batteries, a hand crank radio, and a first aid kit. Expand your skills. First aid, CPR, bleeding control. Confidence to act before help arrives. Engage locally, join CERT, participate in drills, share phone numbers, identify who needs extra help. Include your pets, their family, advocate for safety, fund emergency services, upgrade infrastructure, and back strong building codes. Enroll in official alerts and encourage others to do the same. When the siren sounds, move from fear to action. Together, technology, community planning, and policy form a web of resilience designed to catch us when we fall.
Transparent governance is a simple, yet powerful idea. It means the public can clearly see the actions their government takes. It also means that leaders are held accountable for their decisions, both good and bad. In our modern digital age, a new set of powerful tools is emerging that promises to make this ideal a tangible reality. These technologies can help build a more open, honest, and trustworthy relationship between citizens and the state. 3 specific tools stand out as transformative agents of change. They are blockchain, with its immutable record-keeping, open data systems, which unlock vast stores of public information, and artificial intelligence, or AI-driven analytics, which can find patterns hidden in that data. This essay will explore how each of these technologies can enhance government operations and boost public confidence. We will examine core principles and illustrate impact through real-world examples from different countries. The goal is to show these tools are not just theoretical. Of course, no technology is a perfect solution. Each comes with potential risks and ethical dilemmas. We will address these challenges head-on and discuss practical ways to mitigate them. Ultimately, the journey toward more transparent government is not solely about adopting the latest technology. It is about how we choose to implement these tools and the values we embed within them. It requires a thoughtful approach from policymakers, a commitment to ethical standards, and the active engagement of an informed citizenry. This essay will provide a clear overview of the landscape, offering simple, actionable steps for both governments and citizens. By understanding the immense potential and the inherent risks, at its core, blockchain is a revolutionary method for recording information. Imagine a digital ledger or a notebook that is shared among many people. Every time a new block is added, it is cryptographically linked to the previous one, forming a chain. This makes the ledger secure and permanent. Once recorded, information cannot be altered or deleted without changing all following blocks, a change the network would detect. That creates a single, verifiable source of truth everyone can trust. This immutability is why blockchain is valuable for things that need high trust. Think about critical records like property titles, voting results, public contracts, educational certificates. Traditional systems store these in centralized databases, vulnerable to hacking, accidental deletion, malicious alteration. Blockchain distributes the ledger across many computers, removing a single point of failure. Any tampering is flagged and rejected by the network. Many places keep land records on fragile paper documents which can be lost, destroyed, or illegally altered. That uncertainty creates endless disputes, hinders economic development, and allows corruption. To fight this, governments are testing blockchain-based land title systems. In Georgia, a project partnered with a tech firm to register land transactions on a custom blockchain. The goal was a tamper-proof property record system. Results were promising and showed real benefits. Moving records to a secure, transparent, immutable ledger increased public confidence. Citizens could verify ownership with greater certainty, reducing property disputes and streamlining buying and selling land. This case shows blockchain is a practical tool today to solve governance problems, protect citizens' rights, and foster a more stable, trustworthy economy. Open data is a simple yet profoundly transformative principle. It holds that certain government information should be freely available for everyone to use, reuse, and share. This data can cover a vast range of government activities, including detailed budgets, public spending records, procurement contracts, public health statistics, crime rates, and environmental quality measurements. When governments adopt an open data policy, they are essentially pulling back the curtain on their operations, citizens, journalists, academics, and businesses. This transparency is a cornerstone of a healthy democracy, empowering people to hold their leaders accountable. The primary benefit of open data is that it enables independent scrutiny. When fiscal information is locked away in obscure government files, it is nearly impossible for the public to track how their tax money is being spent. This opacity can create opportunities for waste, inefficiency, and even outright corruption. By publishing this information in accessible, machine-readable formats, governments empower a legion of public watchdogs. Journalists can analyze spending patterns to uncover questionable contracts. Researchers can evaluate the effectiveness of social programs, and engaged citizens can ensure that promised funds for local projects are actually being allocated and spent correctly, like a new school or road repair. A powerful case study can be seen in open budget initiatives launched by major cities. Cities like New York City and Mexico City have created user-friendly online portals that visualize complex budget data, making it easy for the average person to understand. These platforms break down where municipal revenue comes from and where every dollar goes, from public schools to police departments to sanitation services to park maintenance. This level of detail allows residents to engage in more informed public discourse and ask pointed, evidence-based questions of their elected officials. The impact has been significant. Public scrutiny facilitated by open data has led to policy changes and improved fiscal management. When anomalies like exorbitant contracts or underfunded services are found, citizens can raise awareness and pressure officials to act. This not only corrects mismanagement, but fosters a broader culture of accountability, leading to better governance and increased trust. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is rapidly evolving from science fiction into a practical tool for modern governance. In transparency, AI-driven analytics uses sophisticated algorithms to analyze vast quantities of data far more quickly than humans. These systems are trained to identify patterns, anomalies, and correlations that might otherwise go unnoticed. For a government agency drowning in spreadsheets, reports, and digital records, AI can act as a powerful digital detective, sifting the noise to find clues related to fraud, waste, inefficiency, and emerging public needs. The primary function is to augment human capabilities, not replace them. A government auditor tasked with thousands of claims can miss subtle red flags. AI can scan every transaction and flag duplicate invoices, payments to shell companies, or unusual bidding patterns. Experts then focus on the highest risk cases, boosting efficiency and effectiveness. In Brazil, agencies use AI to combat fraud in public health and social welfare programs. Systems analyze millions of claims, cross-referencing databases to find inconsistencies. Flags include procedures from unequipped clinics or payments to deceased individuals. Human investigators make the final call, stopping improper payments, saving funds, and deterring future fraud. While blockchain, open data, and AI are each powerful on their own, their true potential is unlocked when used together in a cohesive system. They work together, not as competitors but as a cohesive system. They are complementary, each strengthening the others into a robust governance framework, a virtuous cycle of transparency and accountability. Open data provides the raw material. AI acts as the intelligent processor. Blockchain is the secure, permanent record keeper. A government commits to open data, publishing spending records, contracts, and performance metrics. Raw data can overwhelm citizens. AI scans for irregularities, flags potential corruption or inefficiency, and summarizes trends in simple visuals. Once decisions are made, Records are written to a public blockchain, creating an immutable audit trail. Citizens, journalists, and oversight bodies can independently verify every step, building an ecosystem of trust. In participatory budgeting, open data informs choices, AI helps categorize proposals, and blockchain records allocations, proving votes were honored. Despite immense promise, the rush to adopt blockchain, open data, and AI in governance is fraught with risks and ethical challenges. A naive tech fix can produce unjust, exclusionary systems and undermine trust. Blockchain immutability is a risk if wrong data is entered. It becomes hard to correct. A clerical error could wrongly affect a record with lasting consequences and limited recourse. Open data can threaten privacy if not anonymized properly. Re-identification is a real risk. AI learns from biased data and can amplify discrimination, especially in opaque black box models. When decisions lack explanations, due process suffers and accountability erodes. Without appeal pathways, citizens are left powerless against the machine. These risks must be acknowledged and actively managed, upfront. Next, we cover practical steps to build strong guardrails, policies, standards, and oversight to guide technology safely and ethically. The risks are real, but they are not insurmountable. The key is building strong guardrails, clear policies, technical standards, and oversight mechanisms. The goal isn't to halt progress, but to guide it to be safe, ethical, and aligned with democratic values. Governments can foster innovation while protecting citizens, address technology, policy, and people together, maintain meaningful human oversight in automated systems. AI can flag a suspicious case, then a human reviewer makes the final decision and can hear appeals. This guards against errors and biases and preserves due process. Protecting privacy is non-negotiable. Invest in robust anonymization and de-identification before releasing datasets. Go beyond removing names. Use methods that prevent re-identification and enact clear legal frameworks like GDPR. Use explainable AI and prefer simpler, understandable models over black boxes. Publish source code and decision logic for independent review. Set blockchain governance rules up front. Run small pilots. Learn and adjust before national rollout. When discussing successful digital governance, Estonia is impossible to ignore. A global leader with just 1.3 million people, since 1991 it has built a comprehensive digital society, e-Estonia. It's more than putting services online. It rethinks the state-citizen relationship. At the heart is X-Road, a secure data exchange linking public and private databases. Every citizen has a secure digital identity to access a vast array of services. They can vote, file taxes in minutes, access health records, register businesses, almost everything without a physical office. Built on trust and transparency, citizens control their data sharing. They can see exactly who accessed their data and why. Every query logged and time-stamped. Unauthorized access can be reported, with legal consequences. The once-only policy reduces burden and gives citizens monitoring power. Lessons. Build legal and ethical frameworks first, establish secure digital ID, and empower citizens, building a trusted public sector. The journey to a transparent, trustworthy government is shared. Technology is a tool. Impact depends on how we use it. Move beyond pilots and embed transparency into public administration. Establish clear, comprehensive data governance policies. Create and maintain high-quality open data portals for budgets, procurement, and service performance. Enact strong privacy laws, commit to explainable AI, and publish methodologies and code for independent audits. Invest in staff training to manage data ethically and make transparency the default. Infographic government actions, citizen actions. Start informed and engaged. Use your local or national open data portals. Look at your city's budget. Investigate contracts. See how taxes are spent. Support and join participatory budgeting in your community. You don't need to be a data scientist. Reading simple charts is enough to ask crucial questions. Advocate for better governance. Support civil society and investigative journalism. Push representatives to mandate transparency, protect privacy, and require independent audits. Stay curious. Attend public meetings, ask about purpose, risks, and oversight, and find your city's open data today. The path forward involves careful, deliberate integration of these tools into our civic infrastructure. It is not a race to adopt technology for its own sake, but a methodical process of building systems that serve the public good. From securing land rights with blockchain to scrutinizing municipal budgets with open data, the possibilities are vast and inspiring. While the road may have obstacles, the destination, a more open, fair, and responsive government, is within reach. The key is a hopeful but honest perspective, ensuring technology serves humanity, not the other way around. By walking through this new door together, with caution and optimism, we can build open, fair, responsive governments, rooted in transparency, accountability, and trust.
Everyone said you can't build a $200 billion empire on peace. Someone just did it anyway. While traditional development approaches struggle to deliver real change, Dr. Rashed Osman and World Peace Development Holdings have created something entirely different. They call it the Peaceism ecosystem, and it's turning everything we know about mega-scale development upside down. In Laos, they've just signed the largest foreign investment agreement in the country's history. Over $200 billion dedicated to transforming an entire nation's economy. But here's what makes this revolutionary. Instead of extracting resources, they're building integrated systems. Renewable energy, healthcare, education, industrial zones, all connected through what they call peace-driven development. The Lao Prime Minister called it transformative. International observers say it could become the model for sustainable growth in emerging economies. This isn't just about one country, it's about proving that peace, prosperity, and massive infrastructure can work together at unprecedented scale. World Peace Development Holdings builds mega-scale, peace-driven ecosystems with governments and private partners. The approach aligns infrastructure, industry, and social services to create jobs and resilience. At the center is people access to work, food, healthcare, education, housing, justice, and safety. Peace isn't abstract, it's dignity, protection, and equal opportunity. Join the Peaceism ecosystem. Learn, partner, and co-build the blueprint for sustainable prosperity. The Peaceism ecosystem is an operating system for national development. It coordinates governments, private partners, and communities in one integrated frame. Employment. Large-scale jobs and skills pipelines power long-term growth. Food. Regenerative agriculture and smart logistics for secure supply. Healthcare. Universal access and preventive care systems. Education. Lifelong upskilling for an adaptive workforce. Housing. Affordable, resilient, community-centric design. Justice. Transparent governance and rights protections. Safety. Conflict resolution, disaster readiness, and cybersecurity. Peacecoin is the digital rail for transparent value distribution. It's not an investment contract. Coins are allocated based on human existence and community effort. Assets and decisions are recorded for auditability and public trust. A trustee model guides decisions with clear accountability. Community voice shapes priorities and surfaces local solutions. Design is community-centric solutions built with, not for, people. Capital grows alongside forests, skills, and incomes, not at their expense. Economic security links healthcare, education, income, shelter, food, and connection. A free global series activates collaboration from jobs and food to justice and resilience. The narrative is peace-first unity of humankind, dignity without borders, because all mankind is from one family. Opportunity must be universal. Stakeholders call the Laos Partnership a transformative step for long-term growth. Observers say it could model diversified, climate-ready development. This is implementation, not optics projects, delivering measurable change. Leaders and builders join, sponsor, speak, and co-implement the next Peaceism corridors. Next, how projects sequence to create lasting jobs, resilient cities, and shared prosperity. Phase 1 strengthens energy and logistics. Phase 2 scales industry and housing. Phase 3 expands social services. Reliable power unlocks factories, hospitals, and classrooms. Renewables lower costs and build energy independence. Freight corridors and smart customs accelerate exports and reduce waste. Mobility connects workers to opportunities and markets to producers. Industrial parks anchor jobs. SME clusters localize value chains. Entrepreneur programs turn talent into enterprises. Healthcare capacity improves well-being and worker productivity. Education expands human capital and future skills. Affordable, climate-ready neighborhoods reduce displacement risk. Public safety and social connection strengthen peace. E-services cut friction and corruption, increasing trust. Justice systems emphasize fairness and reintegration. A new job raises an entire household. Digital tools stabilize income and reduce waste. Connectivity multiplies value across sectors. Peace thrives where everyone belongs, basic needs are engineered into the plan.
Thanks to the peace ecosystem, I found support and community, especially in healthcare. It's a game changer.
Blockchain opened doors to jobs and resources I never imagined. It's empowering.
Visit the Expo series, Partner on Corridors. Let's turn peace into prosperity. We build for those who come after us. Clean power fuels opportunity. Care for all protects dignity. Skills for tomorrow unlock prosperity. Peace is measurable when lives improve transparently and at scale. Leaders, innovators, and communities, your seat at the table is ready. Equity by design, not by chance. Employment, food, healthcare, housing, education, justice, safety. Humanity first. Love, peace, joy. Unity without prejudice or borders. From river valleys to smart cities, the future is being built. World Peace Development Holdings, building a sustainable future through the Peaceism ecosystem. Subscribe, share, and join the mission. Peace is a plan and a platform. Let's build it together.